And that tiebreak match I had with Jan Christoph was also extremely interesting, and like for one of the first time in my life, I mean not the only one of course, but I had the feeling that nothing could disturb me during gameplay, and like there were like quite a lot of spectators, but I was not noticing them, and only at the end when there was the applause.
You were kind of in the zone, in the flow.
Yeah, I was in the flow, and I think you can notice it from the footage.
Yes, that's actually one thing that I've noticed with you. Even this tournament against Hikaru, you always seem very much focused on the game itself. Like, you can spot this type of details in all the players that at some point maybe they miss something, or at some point they get distracted by something. You always seems to be like, only focused on
it's not always the case, and also sometimes it's just an impression I leave. I tend to keep a very good poker face at the chessboard in general. Like I reviewed the footage where, like, for instance, the Armageddon game against Wesley, where he was like debating, maybe a bit trolling over where to put his queen. Sometimes it could be just a one move blunder, and I remained completely like unfazed. Yeah,
I'm terrible at this. Like if my opponents want to make a blunder, I have in blitz, like very often just giving it away.
I'm terrible at this everywhere else. Like in poker, I'm absolutely terrible at keeping a poker face, but in chess it works out. Like unless I'm completely winning or completely lost.
The worst poker face is Hikaru.
No, but the thing is, like, Hikaru, I don't know how much is acting. Okay, he definitely...
He's a showman also, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but he dates from well before his streaming days, like back in 2009, 2010. He was already doing this. So I think it's part of his character. But one of his abilities is to go through that moment of like 3-5 minutes of pure despair and then come back and actually refocus, which is not so easy.
Yeah, he does go through despair. I think it's maybe a bit distracting. Like I was really trying not to get distracted when this Armageddon game. Luckily, I didn't even have to like think about the position. It was so winning, but
yeah.
But he was really like just almost throwing himself in the chair. And
yeah, like pure laughing and just yeah.
But remember that game against West against Nordirback that we were watching on the footage, and Hikaru was like not knowing what to.
Well, I think that's genuine. I think that's genuine.
Yeah,
like, he has these moments of panic.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to like search for any chance, but sometimes there is no chance.
Yeah.
I have to say, Magnus curses in Norwegian.
He does.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've started to notice it a lot more recently. Okay, this match, like at least 5 games, I noticed it.
Wow.
Usually when it's completely hopeless, when there's still some hope, he's like focused. But he was like cursing in that 4th game.
Fear is very
fear.
Yeah, it's a very popular word for him.
I don't even like hear the words that he said.
Yeah. No, because he did that in 2015 in this World Blitz Championship.
Against you, yeah?
Not against me, against Shuki.
Yeah,
but I was playing and I heard it, and
okay.
it was a bit. This time I didn't remain unfazed.
I mean, somehow the emotions are much more pronounced, in rapid and blitz games than in classical, obviously.
It's true.
I don't know, everything goes by so much faster. There's so much more tension in those
and also there's no time like to react. So like, because probably in classical you would just end up calling the arbiter. Like after, maybe not the first time, but second or third time, I feel like I would just...
I mean, if I'm not in time trouble and it's completely winning, I'll just like get up and go, like, you can suffer if you want.
Yeah, but imagine, because you're the direct competitor, but if like other players might get bothered by this.
The worst I've seen for that was Wesley and Lanier in 2017. They were playing a match, and like they just kept escalating, banging the clock. I
remember at some point Wesley was just like both hands on each side of the table and just banging the clock. And I think it was just nerves. Like there's no blame on him, but it was really distracting.
Well, one of them bled on the clock. Like there was this famous photo of having blood on the clock. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.